Okay, this is the second part of the subjunctive, okay? And as I said before, we use the subjunctive when we're talking about a hypothesis or hypothetical situation, subjectivity, probability, negation, okay, emotions, wishes, okay? Okay, in the subjunctive, we don't use the subjunctive just because we want to use the subjunctive or because we are talking about wishes or a hypothetical situation. There has to be a specific structure in the sentence. And what is that structure? You need two sentences connected by a particle, usually que, and one sentence is usually the main sentence or the independent sentence, and the verb in this sentence is conjugated in the indicative, and we need a second sentence in which we're going to conjugate the verb in the subjunctive. We also need two subjects, guys. Don't forget that. So in this example, queremos que viajes al extranjero. We have two sentences. Nosotros queremos. Nosotros is imply. Que tú viajes al extranjero. Tú is imply, and we know it by the way the verb is conjugated. So we need two sentences, okay, two subjects, and we also need a subjunctive trigger. Okay, if in the main clause or the first sentence you find certain verbs or phrases that indicate either influence, emotions, doubt, negation, you're going to use a subjunctive in the second sentence, in the dependent clause, okay? And I'm not going to read all this, but these are the subjunctive triggers of the influencia, okay, of influence. And you have verbs like you can see here. And you have impersonal phrases that are also used to influence, like es bueno, es importante, es imposible. Okay? Once you see these verbs or these phrases, you know you're going to use a subjunctive in the second sentence. Okay, here we can see the subjunctive triggers of emotion. Los subjunctive triggers de emoción. Los verbos y las frases impersonales que provocan el subjuntivo porque reflejan emoción, because they reflect emotion, okay? Como alegrarse o enojarse, okay, enojar, esperar, lamentar, es bueno, es extraño, es lamentable, es una lástima. There's a lot of them. These are some of them. Okay, and these are the subjunctive triggers of doubt and negation, de duda y negación. Okay, yo dudo, yo niego, no pienso, o no pensar, no creer, no estar seguro. Okay, let's see this sentence that says, insisto en que mi novio visite Cartagena. Okay, we have two sentences here, which is the main clause, the main sentence. The first one, yo insisto, okay? And the second sentence, which one is it? Mi novio visite Cartagena. It's a dependent clause, es una oración subordinada, okay, and it's connected with the first one by que, and we have two subjects. We have yo insisto, which is implied, y mi novio, which is the second subject. Therefore, and we have the subjunctive trigger, insisto. Therefore, we're going to use a subjunctive in this sentence. Okay, insisto, which is in the indicative, insisto, que mi novio visite, in the subjunctive, Cartagena. Okay, here we have a sentence that implies emotion, the verb siente, sentir. Okay, and we have two sentences too. We have the main sentence, tú sientes, and the second sentence, nuestra madre no pueda ir. And they're connected by que. And the subjunctive trigger is the verb sientes. Okay, therefore we're going to use in the first clause, in the first sentence, in the main sentence, or independent sentence, okay, o oración independiente, el indicativo. We're going to use in the second sentence or the second clause the subjunctive. Nuestra madre no pueda ir. Okay, we see here a sentence also that expresses doubt. And we have two sentences. We have the first one, which is es dudoso, which is an impersonal phrase. Okay, we cannot pinpoint who is the subject it is implied. And we have a second sentence, el guía nos lleve a la catedral. And they're connected by que, and es dudoso obviously implies duda. Therefore, we're going to use a subjunctive in the second sentence. Okay, in this sentence, we have no es cierto que María sea egoísta. Okay, we have an impersonal expression, no es cierto, and we have a second sentence, María sea egoísta. No es cierto implies negation, so it's a subjunctive trigger. We have two subjects, one is implied, the other is María. Both sentences are connected by que, so we have all the things we need to create a subjunctive sentence. And in the first sentence, we have es in the indicative, and in the second sentence we have sea in the subjunctive. Okay, can you do these exercises? Before I give you the answers, just try doing them yourself, okay? María estudiar biología, okay? María, okay? Which one of these will you pick for the first sentence? Okay? Do you have an idea? Okay. María. Lo siento. Estudia. Okay. Estudia biología. Okay. Es una sola oración, no hay dos oraciones, hay un solo sujeto. Okay. No hay ningún subjunctive trigger, there's no subjunctive trigger. Single sentence, single subject, no subjunctive trigger. We use the indicative. Now, second sentence. Deseo que María blank biología. Okay. Yes, we have two sentences. Yo deseo y que María estudiar biología. Which one would you pick? Okay, yo deseo que María, Okay, yo deseo que María okay, estudie biología. We use the subjunctive. Yo deseo, okay, yo deseo, we have two verbs together, one single subject. Yo deseo estudiar. Okay? Okay, let's do the same thing. Let's try to let's try to do the exercises first and then listen to my explanation. Okay, we have, after you answer, you pick the correct conjugation. Let's look at this. María yoga todos los días. This is a simple sentence with one subject, okay? I don't see any subjunctive trigger, so we're going to conjugate it, okay? In the indicative, María practica yoga todos los días. Now what about the second one? The second one has two sentences. Yo creo. Y a second sentence, María practicar yoga. Okay. Now, do we have two subjects? Yes, yo and María. Do we have a subjunctive trigger? No, we don't. Creo is not a subjunctive trigger. So how do you conjugate this verb? The same way as the first sentence. Okay. Okay. Creo que María practica, okay, practica yoga todos los días. Now, what about the third one? No creo que María blank yoga todos los días. Tenemos dos oraciones, tenemos dos sujetos, yo y María, y tenemos, and we have subjunctive trigger. We have two sentences, two subjects, and a subjunctive trigger because no creo, okay, it's a subjunctive trigger. Creo is not. No creo is a subjunctive trigger. Therefore, we conjugate it like this. No creo que María practique yoga todos los días. Okay, Juan piensa ir a Bogotá pronto. Okay, this is a simple sentence. We only have one subject, but we have two verbs. What happened when we have two verbs? Okay, the second verb remains in the infinitive. Therefore, how do you conjugate this? Ir. That's it. Juan piensa ir a Bogotá pronto. Sugiero que Juan blank a Bogotá. Okay, the verb is ir. I'm sorry about that. Pronto. Okay, we have two sentences. Sugiero y que Juan verb a Bogotá pronto. We have two subjects. Yo sugiero is implied. Y Juan. Do we have a subjunctive trigger? Yes. The verb sugiero. Therefore, how do you conjugate this? Very easily in the, we do it in the subjunctive. Oh my goodness. Okay, I wish I could do this. Yeah. Okay. Sugiero que Juan vaya a Bogotá pronto. Okay, what about the third sentence? Juan ir a Bogotá pronto. This is a simple sentence in the present tense. Okay. So we're going to conjugate it in the indicative. Okay. Sorry about that. Keeps giving me caps. Juan va a Bogotá pronto.